What's up, guys? Rare Spark here, and I'm coming at you with basically a 2K rant video. Now I'm gonna have NBA My Team in the background. This is an old video. This is way before I even, used my newer players and stuff. So just keep that in mind when you're watching this video, that it's an older video. And so I made this video to basically talk about my frustrations with 2K and how they basically played all of the crew people to getting excited for basically a upgraded blacktop mode. Now, I've been loyal since 2K10. I'll be honest, I used to be an NBA Live player. I had NBA Live 09 and stuff, but that's because I just didn't know better. I never really was into gaming too hard until 2K10 and stuff. So that's when I started getting into it, and that's when I got 2K10, and I've been buying them ever since. And 2K11 was the best 2K they've ever made, and they should really go back to that. It's just frustrating to see because they acted like they wanted to hear our feedback and they were going to listen to us and try and fix it. I'm sure you guys have heard K-Spade talk about it already, how they made it seem like they were going to listen to our input and help us and make the mode we wanted them to make. I do not understand why they are stuck on this blacktop version of crew when they already have the version of crew that they used to have. Now, I know coding because I've taken coding classes in school and stuff. It is not that hard, especially it's not like they're creating a whole new version of the game. In fact, they're creating a whole new version of the game by making blacktop. They could put it inside of an arena and have jerseys and stuff, and that would take less time than the blacktop, because in blacktop they got to create a whole new code to make it so the game ends at 21 and all this stuff. When if you play by the quarters and play by 5-minute quarters, that's already implemented in the game, and that's been implemented in the game for since the game came out. So I just don't understand. And another thing, they could easily change that value for 5-on-5. I guarantee you it's a click of a button that they could change the value of when the game ends. I know coding, and the game ending at 21 is a simple value that they placed in there. They could, I would still complain because you should play a game with time in a 5-on-5. But if they ended up doing it to a higher point score, rather than 21, which is just ridiculous for a 5-on-5 that ends in 5 minutes. Think about how many threes you have to hit. That's only, if each point's 2 points, you're going to hit 10 threes. That's easy to do, considering you'll have a whole team filled with skilled players who, can hit the 3-point ball. So, these games are going to last, 10, 15 minutes tops. Blacktop modes with no defense right now, they hardly last that long anyway themselves. So, it's just really frustrating because it's like they tried to play us off like, oh look, we're bringing crew back. Crew is back. That's probably why they didn't call it crew mode. They called it cruise or whatever the hell they called it. I'm glad that they have the jerseys there. That's a step in the right direction. Hopefully next year. I feel like I say this every year though, and it's just getting on my nerves now that we have to say, oh, maybe next year they'll fix it. Maybe next year they'll implement it. I just feel like every year I'm like, oh, I guarantee they'll put it in this year. Like every year that they've taken it out, I've thought, oh, they'll have it this year. Don't worry. They can't possibly keep coming out with games that don't have crew mode when everyone wants it, yet they keep doing it. I just don't understand. Obviously, crew mode is a big thing for a lot of people. It's not just a little group of people that play crew mode. A lot of people that I know who play 2K have played crew mode. Sure, there's a wide amount of people that maybe just play 2K for association or, my team mode or just my player mode. But I guarantee you, there's at least 60% of 2K buyers play crew mode or would have played crew mode, if crew was put in this game correctly. I just don't understand what, how many people would end up buying the game if they confirmed crew and they put it in correctly. Look at how many people went out and bought it just because they announced the crew. Everyone got all hyped up about it and all this. It's just ridiculous how they keep faking this blacktop mode as crew when they already can make it easier on themselves by putting quarters and it inside of arena. Look at the game I'm playing right now. That's inside of arena. That's quarters. That's timed. You know, why are they adding extra code and these stupid blacktops that no one really cares about, just so they can make this fake crew mode when they could easily just put it inside the arena? I just don't understand that. I'm talking from a person who has some coding background, and it's easier to modify your code that you already have, which you guys can see in this video. Clearly in 2K13 they have arenas, clearly they have jerseys, clearly you can create a team offline and put a bunch of random guys on it and play that mode. So why can't you make crew mode inside of an arena with jerseys? I don't care if it's the default yellow floor that they used to have, because that helped with the lag or whatever back in 2K11, where if you played 2K10 you could customize your court and everything, or it was based off your jersey or something like that. And then in 2K11 they just had the yellow floor, which is fine. I would not complain about that. I just don't understand why they would do this. With someone with a coding background, you can modify your code. You can copy paste your code and then modify it to what you want it to be. They could easily have done that rather than starting from scratch with this crappy blacktop mode just so you could play 5-on-5. And it's just ridiculous to require you to have all 5 players. You know how hard it is to have all 5 players? I think we've played, maybe back when the Nut House was created, we probably played 3s and 4s the most, maybe some 2s too as well. We probably played a lot of 2s, but we never hardly ever played 5s. Like if it was a 5s, it was like on a good night where we all just happened to be on, and we had like all of our guys on at once, and we just got lucky and we were playing games and stuff with the 5s. Now you gotta have them on all the time, otherwise you're screwed. So you're gonna have like a bunch of crews that are just combining together to play this crappy crew mode, and you're gonna have to combine. You're not gonna be able to, you know, me and Robbie wanted to keep our crew the way it was, you know, and maybe add like a few friends that we know that weren't in our crew in 2K11. But you know, now we're gonna have to, you know, start recruiting or something, you know. And no, this is not an open recruiting process. I'm just letting you guys know, like, you're gonna have to find guys that, you know, maybe you don't have chemistry with or whatever, just so you can play games, which is just ridiculous for 2K to require you. And guess what? If you don't have 5, you have to go play the crappy 3-on-3 blacktop that you've been playing since 2K13, which no one likes for the most part. I know there's people that out there that like it, but maybe, just maybe, with the gameplay improvements it'll be better. But still, I just don't see how this is fun compared to crew, when they're trying to compare this to crew mode clearly by calling it crews, when crew mode was the best mode they ever made. So it's just stupid and idiotic of 2K, and this is no disrespect to them, but it's just ridiculous to keep playing us every year with this, oh, we brought crew back, or make us hope that we brought crew back, because the last couple years, even before crew wasn't announced, they said nothing about it. 2K12, they didn't say a word. 2K13, they didn't say a word until the game came out, or until the achievements came out and people saw. Actually, no, that reminds me, when the My Team mode or whatever came out, like people thought it might be My Team would be crew mode before we found out what it was. They didn't deny it. They didn't say anything about it. They try to play us off every year just so we can pre-order the game, and I'm really getting sick of it. I'm probably not going to pre-order it next year. I'm probably just going to wait and find out, because even if I pre-ordered it now, like let's say I held off, I could still pre-order it today. You know what I'm saying? I could have pre-ordered 2K14 today, so it's not like I'm just going to stop pre-ordering it really early. I'm going to just wait until a week before the game comes out, and I'm just going to pre-order it then. You know, you can pre-order a game anytime for the most part, especially games, because they don't really, you know, sell out of pre-orders. So, anyways, guys, this is the end of my rant. As you can see, I'm pretty frustrated with 2K. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below about what I've said, and, you know, join the discussion. I'll reply to you guys, and let me know what you guys think. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully 2K can get their act together and figure things out. And if not, I'm going to be buying NBA Live 14, because they are probably going to have clubs, which they do have in NHL mode, NHL, and they also have it in FIFA. So I don't see why they wouldn't carry it over to NBA. And it was planned for NBA Live 10, I believe, because they had the leaderboards there, which I've seen numerous times when I went to the NHL page of clubs. They had the NBA Live clubs. So I'm pretty sure they will implement it, and so I will probably be getting NBA Live 14 for the PS4 once I get my PS4. So anyways, I'll see you guys later. Thank you guys for listening to my rant, and let me know what you guys think. And yeah, so this was just a rant video. I'll see you guys later. Rare Spark, angrily out.